Looked every bit like the first team All-SEC performer he was this season for Mississippi State. He's starting to challenge a little bit more off the floor. His jumper looks much better in terms of the confidence in shooting the basketball. And the one thing I really like about him, Ian, he's willing to put this game on his shoulders, and it looks like he's going to start to step it up.
A loss to Georgia in the SEC semifinals, 2 of 8 from the field. Offensively, didn't put a lot of points on the board in the first-round victory over Oregon. But Gordon did grab 11 rebounds and dish out 9 assists off the timeout. Chris Douglas Roberts knows how to take advantage of openings.
I'm not sure Mississippi State was really ready to go. That defense hurt just that. Jimmy Robert Dozier is back in there for Memphis, playing with 4 personal fouls. And we've got 10:40 left in this second half. Stewart sets it up in the post. Rhodes clearing it out. The back in, the help, and Rhodes scores on the inside. First round, remember, he was very, very confident. Let's see if he can get it going here in the second half.
Rhodes now with 6 points at the thunderous dunk just moments ago. 50-47, Memphis. The number 1 seed in the South taking on 8-seeded Mississippi State. And a turnover. Rhodes lost it through his legs.
Well done defensively by Stewart. Building confidence, Mississippi State. Got to be careful. Make sure you get good possessions. Don't try to do too much if you're Gordon.
Stewart is 0 of 8 from the field. Rhodes
Moved away from him. Bumping bodies, turns, and connects. He's catching fire. He sure is. The variety is coming at him right now. A little straight up, little to the right baseline, one time in the middle. You got to give him some room. If you're going to isolate him and against a guy with 4 fouls,
it's an 11-2 run for the Bulldogs.
Contact.
And Dorsey goes down. Elgin Bailey with a big bump and his 3rd foul. It's a 1-point game with 9:29 left in the South region.
It wasn't that the H's felt unappreciated. That's not why they left their homes. Skipped out on dictionaries, alphabets, and headlines. They simply found a better place to live. The power of H. The Lexus Hybrid.
CSI is back with a brand new episode. Thursday, April 3rd, only on CBS.
Everybody, Harry Carey here to introduce the newest choice for your television. Advanced TV from AT&T. Makes everything else look like it's in the Stone Age. If you were a caveman, would you have a pet saber-toothed tiger? I know I would. I'd name him Mittens.
Now with DVR included and $50 cash back.
It looks so great, I found myself watching figure skating. The combination of sequins and feathers is mesmerizing.
CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the Men's Basketball Championship is sponsored by Chevy, AT&T, Miller Lite, and by Nike Spark Training.
It's an 11-2 run for Mississippi State. Memphis has a 1-point lead, and Charles Rhodes is getting in on the act.
Watch that bump. You see that first bump there at the end, Ian? That's how he clears. Now watch, he bumps there, and it's a different look how he's going to try to score on you. When he goes to the middle, he hits you, and then he goes into his move. The other way, he goes baseline, but hits you before he gets into his shot. So two different looks makes it tough to guard, regardless of what foul situation you're in.
There's some subtext here. After Mississippi State lost to Tennessee earlier in the season, Rhodes was asked about the Tennessee-Memphis matchup. He said, I've got Tennessee. I think they're among the best 4 teams in the country. They'll beat Memphis. He happened to be right. But John Calipari was pondering whether or not to use that as bulletin board material for this matchup here today. I know some of the Memphis players did hear about it. Remember, these comments from more than a month ago.
Right, they get around.
Anderson lines it up and can't hit the 3. Gordon loses the ball. Who touched the last?
I think it should be Memphis ball,
And it will be. Gordon was making a motion as if he was fouled.
but I'm not sure he was. He did a nice job of coming over to get the ball. Now watch. I don't think he gets hit. And Dorsey finishing one off.
And Memphis leads it 52-49. Dorsey with the dunk. Here's Gordon using the screen. Bernardo back in there.
Really helped if one of the other perimeter players knocked something down from deep.
Hansbrough off penetration. Rhodes no look. And Bernardo, the lay-in. And 1.
Hansbrough setting it up too with the drive to the basket, and Rhodes with a beautiful delivery. Nice work, nice unselfish play, and very good patience at the offensive end of the floor. Make Memphis work defensively.
4th foul on Joey Dorsey. Dozier has 4. Dorsey has 4. Taggart has 4. And we've got 8:33 to play.
And what does that tell you if you're Mississippi State? Go give it a shot and challenge.
Jarvis Bernardo knocks down the free throw. Dozier will come back on.
With that splint on his thumb, he's 7 of 8 from the line, and he's just under 50% on the season. Boy, he's really stepped up.
11 points for Bernardo. There's no R on the back of his jersey in the second portion of the name. You say, well, where does Bernardo come from? That's how they pronounce it, so that's how we pronounce it. 10 points in the second half.
But the equipment manager lost a letter somewhere.
Tied at 52. He may have.
And it's working that way, too. I think I'd stay with it.
Here's Rose, one-on-one with Stewart. Great move. Floater doesn't go. Rebound action. Taggart had it stripped. Hansbrough couldn't hold it. Out of bounds. Memphis will retain it.
You know what's interesting to me, Ian? Sometimes, there are a lot of Memphis fans in this building, but you can almost take the temperature and the pulse of the building. They know that Mississippi State is here for the long run right now, and it started I'd say about 8 minutes left in that first half. It's been just building and building. A little tension in the stands also.
You got a #1 seed in a tight one in the second round, and a foul called out front. It's going to be number 3 on Hansbrough. 7:56 to play. John Calipari and the Memphis Tigers, the #1 seed of the South, all tied up with 8 seeded Mississippi State on CBS.
I want a hybrid that fits my life.
I want to grow my fuel, not drill for it.